Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Jones. It's downfield, he's got it. All the way, touchdown Indy. The Colts finish off their opening drive.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kent on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. Crosser. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throw here for Stanford. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready. 250. Hurry. Pretty hot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
180. 59.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers break the tie here in the 1st. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. One after up is good from Boswell. And the Steelers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big, contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Warren brings this one in on a slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Down the field, he's got Pierce. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts cut it to a low of points on the scoreboard.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That one is good, but not before it hit the left upright. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Kent on the return. He lost the football. And he dodged a turnover there on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing a lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
180.
On first down, here's Stafford. Oh, he put everything he had into that. He's got it deep downfield. And he has this to the opposing 35.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Blue 60.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
Set. Ready. Hurry. Pretty hot.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Third down.
This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll start out with third and maybe a couple inches at most. Now Stafford again. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 16. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Stafford throwing again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Look at that power, deep left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Now, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground, to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now a toss play, Taylor. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. And he takes it down to the 33. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Now it's Jones off the play action. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in a hurry up here. Now Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw intended for Tyler Warren. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Play fake, Jones. Once more into the hands of Pittman. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Again, Jones to the air. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. It's second and goal. To throw again, it's Jones. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Third and goal, they need 3 yards here. Here's Jones to throw. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Now Jones on fourth down. And completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with 9.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Jump off caught by his back. A lot of space ahead. And he will take this all the way up near midfield.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Omaha, Red 250.
First down throw here for Sanford. Caught into the hands of Fryermuth. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Offense is set. First and 10. Warren here from the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stafford from the gun. Hits him on the end route. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. Completed to his running back. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Gould on the return. Things going well so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
At their own 38-yard line.
So So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. He's back to throw. He's looking deep once again. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Gould on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
And he comes through big here. 9 yards and 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Taylor again. Across midfield to the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as...
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Look him out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th and forever coming up. They're going to try to throw for it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
On target to Valdez-Scantling. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Ready?
At the 49-yard line.
Give me 180.
Stafford back to throw. That's Metcalf running the slant. He gets loose down the right side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Jones setting up the play action. He's trying to go deep again. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Set! Set!
Going power with the big tight end. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
When you're down here this close, that's not often the spot you see for creativity. It's not rewarded very often, and that risk kind of blew up in their face.
Set! Yellow 20! Set!
To throw, Stafford. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
42, Colts 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and streakiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And almost someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is such the back and forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
180.
Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Colts are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. He's got Pierce. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Good for a Colts. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10, Jones. That's completed right side. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
To the air once more. Here's Jones. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Colts who have the football. Given the score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Right on the doorstep now. Here's first and goal from inside the 1. Running for it with Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. Down by 3 scores. Their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. Did the Colts get to it in time? Yes! It's Colts football! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready? Easy! You're waiting!
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Pass this underneath to Warren. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His third for the air this game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Gould on the return. Things going well so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Taking a shot deep here. Oh no, they get him yet again! Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Zone read, here's a gift to Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Hey. Yellow 20!
Warren once more. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Set! 180!
3rd and long for him here. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, someone, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Jones looking to throw. It's everything he has under this one. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Here we go.
Now it's Jones off the play action.
First down.
Throw caught at the 6. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Set. Waiting.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
At the 42-yard line.
Waiting.
On first down, here's Stafford. Austin makes the grab downfield. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here's the dump off to Warren. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Making that throw and double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers put up even more points in a win. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Colts 28. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Jones now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10 now. Jones. Completed over the middle. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33. Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Rick Woolen with the INT.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take a win on the North Shore. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, barely still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.